MLG Play 5000 series, EnVy vs Vanquish, the first semi-final match of the night, is starting right now. Stand-up hardpoint will be the first map of the series, and as we enter the semi-finals of the tournament, now it's a best-of-5 series. So first of three will of course take it. Fizzerp has to be the player. We're gonna kick things off with LMG with a dual band. Also has his trusty TAC 45 in his back pocket. Let's get first blood now. He's looking over his teammates, but something to take note of. They have realized filling in for them. Vanquish, they're still looking for a fourth as they're trying to secure themselves a top 8 seed moving into MLG Columbus. And this is going to be one of the final tournaments that are going to heavily impact the seeding. So it's so important for all of these teams to get that first place spot. First place team will of course get 20,000 pro points, which is quite a lot.
Yep, it is indeed, but still on board with Fizzerp at the second. He's on a 3 score streak, does push into the hill. He's very close to that Hellstorm missile at the second, pulls out his trusty TAC 45. He just loves that thing. I love the way that this guy switches up his classes. Fizzerp is already going off right now. He's earned himself that Hellstorm missile, hasn't died yet, picks up a shotgun in the hill, sees somebody at the top, is going to be able to pick up his lightning strike as well. So Fizzerp already on a 6 score streak, and it looks like VQ have got a great start here, picking up a lot of time on this first hill. We are going to be moving over towards that green hill now, or the garage hill as we like to call it here in the UK.
All right, Fizzerp looking for some more kills in the back alley. Shotgun, not that great long range, but got some hit markers and will finish kill on the Proofy. That's going to earn Fizzerp the War Machine. But right now, the hard point's currently contested. You're going to see Shills. He's able to take over inside while Fizzerp goes back to his LMG, and he's yet to die in this entire game. He's on an 8 kill spree, calls in the lightning strike, could get every member from EnVy. Picks up 2, going for a third, and he's going to get it. One more player, that's going to be Rambo coming from the side of the warehouse, but Fizzerp, he's just going to begin the rotation to the next hard point. He's got a shotgun, which is going to be so effective over near the blue hard point.
Let's bring up that scoreboard and just have a look at it, just to make sure that everybody can see it. 11-0, made that 12-0. This guy is just going off, and he's picked up that shotgun, as you did point out, and have a look at the lead. He's definitely been a factor in this lead that the VQ squad has got over EnVy right now, but look at that. Dido does disconnect from the game, so that's not going to pay dividend to them, and I'm not sure what's going on there, whether they're going to restart the game or continue and see if Dido
they got to continue.
Into this. They do indeed, they do have to continue, but 13 score streak here for Fizzerp. We have not switched off board with him from the start of the game because it's very difficult to when he plays like this. But have a look, even though they're a player down, they're still holding them out right now, and they are still extending their lead. 86-13 is the score. Fizzerp still going off on a 14 score streak.
And now you see Realize starting to help Fizz out, currently on a 4 kill spree. Fizz double up on all of his score streaks. Now he's gonna bring the Hellstorm down, and despite being down a member, Vanquish have gotten just about every single second so far on this hard point. Fizzerp on a 15 kill spree, has yet to die in this entire game. One player coming from the roof. Fizzerp says, "What's up, bro? Come at me." Whipping out the shotgun, finds him on the roof, does get challenged, makes quick work of Proof, and finally he just dies. Luckily, Merc took him out there, but take a look at this. 16-1, 7 defense, as Team EnVy just broke the 20-second mark. Vanquish have a huge lead on their opponents.
Yep, they do indeed. Fizzerp's just going to contest right until the end. He's still doing some great work, but this is the time now for EnVy to come back into this. They've had a horrible first 2 hills. Looking at that score, 112-30, and you know, Fizzerp's died once with about 6 minutes and 40 on the clock. That's just absolutely crazy. I haven't seen anything like that for a while, and they are going to push in right now. Realize did try and push in. Rambo does take him out though, and Realize does get that horrible spawn. Fizzerp again is starting to go off. He's going to pick up a shotgun kill. No, he's not. Merc does take him out just about with that shotgun himself, but still a 3v4 situation here for VQ. They are a man down. Dido, unfortunately, having internet issues, it seems, or issues with his Xbox. So this is the time for EnVy to come back into this, and it's going to be such a shame if VQ do lose this now after the work that Fizzerp put in right off the start.
EnVy got a good chunk of time off the red hard point, but it still isn't enough. That's how big of a lead Vanquish had. Moving into the middle hard point, even though EnVy got almost a full 60 back here, Vanquish still have, you know, close to double the amount of points that EnVy have. So Vanquish, you know, they're still in a good position, and they just need to grind out the rest of the game. Obviously, they're going to be down a member until Dido gets back here. Rambo just acquiring score streaks, not going to, you know, benefit Vanquish, of course. It's going to help out EnVy try to build themselves or cut into the deficit and try to gain a lead. But let's look at the scoreboard once again. You see Fizzerp, 23-5. Merc only has 6 kills. Merc has just as many kills as Fizzerp has deaths.
That's pretty crazy, and there we go. But we do see Rambo starting to warm up now, though. He's earned himself full streaks. 30 seconds left before we do rotate. back to that green hill, but Rambo's earned himself that Hellstorm missile, Lightning Strike, and Hellstorm. So that's not really going to be good for the VQ guys, considering the fact that they do have some work to do. You know, you do see EnVy come right back into this game, and a lot of it, of course, does have to do with that man advantage. Dido's such a strong player, and they are really going to miss him when he's not into this game. But I'm just seeing shotguns absolutely everywhere in this hardpoint game. I've hardly seen an SMG in use at all, and I'm not sure why that is, but the kill feed is pretty much full of the Remington.
Well, if you look at every single hardpoint on this map, a shotgun could, you know, do a lot of work. All close range, all close quartered engagements, especially at the blue hardpoint, the green hardpoint. You know, just look at how close quartered you're forced to fight. So shotguns can be very effective, and there you go. Team EnVy, they're gonna take the lead here. And Dido, he's the anchor player for Vanquish, so they're unable to lock down, secure the spawns. It's a lot tougher to do that when, you know, you're down a man, but also you're missing your key anchor player.
Yeah, it is indeed. But Karma does some great work defending the hill right now. Shields did pick up 2 before he was taken out. And as you did point out, EnVy have taken the lead here for the first time in this game. They've managed to come back and get about 120 points pretty much straight on the board without losing much at all. Karma's close to streaks, though. He's going to still be using that shotgun, of course, that trusty Remington. He's on the 3-score streak. Just going to be picking up the scrap time here before we do rotate. So I'm going to switch on board with something new. I'm going to switch on board with Proofies. He does pick up 2, taking out Fizz Up and Shields there himself. So he's going to be the anchor player on this next Granny's Hill, and let's see if they can hold it just a bit better than they did on that first rotation.
Man, it's going to be near impossible for Vanquish to win these rotations to the next hardpoints. Just being down a man takes away a lot of power out of their pushes. So Team EnVy, they've been able to get a whole lot of time, enough to secure themselves now a 50-point lead. As Goofy, you know, he's just continuing to stay alive in the anchor position. Team EnVy are controlling spawns, they're picking up kills on the outsides of the map. I'm going to look at the scoreboard once again. Fizzerp still putting up some serious numbers. 28 and 12 now. 6 captures, 8 defense. But, I mean, being down 3 before, it's going to be very, very tough for Vanquish to win this map.
Yeah, it will be indeed. And you have to think what the scoreline would be like if Fizzerp had obviously stayed on that score streak that he was on earlier on and Dido hadn't disconnect. Whether it would be a completely different story, because EnVy are, as expected, being a man up, running away with this game. They now have pretty much a 100-point lead, and VQ haven't got a point on the board for quite a while now. They've really been shut out of this. EnVy have woken up, and there we go. We do see them getting the rotation once again. Karma's going to call in streaks, realize that the guys from VQ are going to be spawning out. And you know, I have to say, I feel sorry here for VQ, because I thought this was going to be a close game. I thought this was going to be a good one, but not going to happen. Fizzup's decided just to completely leave the game entirely because he's not happy that Dido has disconnected, and he knows that it is all over, unfortunately. And that is such a shame. I would have liked to have seen what his score was at the end there, because he just went off as we saw 16 score streak at the start.
I mean, you know, Vanquish, they were up 100 to 10. It wasn't even shaping up to be a close game. It was shaping up to be a blowout for Vanquish. But Dido, unfortunately, he disconnected from the game. EnVy, they capitalize on that, and they take the first game of the series. And keep in mind, it is a best of 5, whereas if it was a best of 3, then, you know, Vanquish, they'd be in a pretty rough position off the start. But they still got a couple of maps to work with. They're not out of the series by any means. Dido, he's going to get back online. They're going to be able to start the next map with everybody available to play. But, I mean, that's just unfortunate for Vanquish.
Oh yeah, it is for sure. And hopefully we're going to be switching things up, making sure that we can get Dido back into the lobby. Not sure why he disconnected. Hopefully it wasn't anything too serious and we can get him back in there. But, you know, regardless of the score on the map count and everything, just Fizzerp doing work, like 16 score streak. I haven't seen anything like that at the start of a hardpoint before. You see players go off, but it's usually once they start to warm up into a game. But to get that kind of a score streak straight off spawn, you know, right at the start, and just make it look so easy like you did, I mean, that was crazy.
And Dido's just rejoined the game. We're moving into Search and Destroy next, and Search and Destroy is one of Vanquish's best game types, so we're going to be looking for them to bounce back in that next game type, but we're heading to commercial break. When we come back, map number 2 between Vanquish and Team EnVy. Don't go anywhere.